Alright, back at it again. Hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm back. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. I think that might be okay. Who knows? But hello, I'm back. Let's play some more Signalis. Achtung. Yes. Alright. Let's see what we got. Minor. Snow map. Locked. So it is dark down here. Nope. Alright. Do I still... Yes, I still have the flare gun. Is it good thermite? No, I didn't. Shit. Okay, that's accessible. That is also accessible. Whoa. Oh. Some wiring. Oh. Hey. Hey, don't cry. It'll be over soon. Wow. Remember that time we went to the surface? The stars were so beautiful. I wish we could go there again. Hey, listen. I'll let you in on a secret. I can remember my name. My old life. Isn't that funny? Don't you want to know it? Here, I'll tell you. It'll be our secret together. So you can stop your crying, okay? It'll be okay. Wherever it is I'm going, I'll wait for you there. Monofilament fiber. Diameter 2 nanometers average. Handle with care. Risk of death. Monofiber will effortlessly cut through limbs and equipment in an instant. Always wear protective clothing. Do not touch monofiber without proper protective gear. Only handle in brightly lit places. Gotcha. This shit's gonna be everywhere, isn't it? Ugh. Come on. I'm gonna go pick up that repair spray again. Ah, damn it. I wanted to go pick up that repair spray. The shaft inside the hatch is slightly angled. It looks safe to slide down. Slide down, sure. Okay. Head down. There's a huge hole in the ground. I can hear the sound of water from below. It looks like there's no other way. No, not yet. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So, down the hole. Yes. Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink. The shadow lengthen. The night where black stars rise. The strange moons circle through the skies, but stranger still. There's some shit over there, there's some shit over here. Song of unsung, as tears unshed, shall dry and die. It calls me, in a sea of flesh we will become one, but I can never go back to being me. Just out of reach. Is there like a stick or something? Maybe on the other side. Ooh. Nope, that's it. Lifeless replica bodies are lying on the slabs. Offerings. And in the darkness the dead shall be offered a light and holy spices so that they may find a way out of this cursed place. A small cup filled with sand for placing offerings stands in front of the ancestral shrine. Ancestral tablets are lined up against the wall. The names are illegible due to wear. Illegible. Oh, there was. Locked. Oh. Large wooden doll. Let's try this out. Cool. Hey. Leave. Place this. Leave. Leave. Okay. Saving right here. Locked. Okay. That's fucking pulsating. Wedding ring. No escape. Even in the darkest depths, the song of the cosmos can still be heard in the ether. The sound of the stars. Aether? Ether? I can go down the hole. Locked from the other side. Drop down. Hell yeah. Let me go down the hole. Oh, weird. Oh god, hold on. Let me get me a weapon. Oh shit, I forgot to get more ammo. I forgot to get myself a sufficient amount of ammo. Good job. She dead? No, she's knocked out. She won't wake up. The rifle Issa was carrying. Its chamber is some sort of ridiculous anti-armor cartridge. No wonder the recoil knocked her out. I'd rather not take any of her belongings without permission. I need a heal. Okay, save right here. There's no map for this place, so... Come on. Let me burn this bitch. Gonna need that a lot more. Regent's Ring. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to put shit away because I have to carry stuff back. Let me check out this other room. Small bottle. The Dreamer. A prison from which the only escape is death. Deep below, the dreamer floats in the sea of flesh. The red eye birthing a new world from their dream for eternity, and each time the dreamer turns over in their sleep, the world turns over too, until only flesh remains. I gotta put shit away. Just in case. Excuse me. The door is locked with a large, heavy padlock covered in rust. I need a key to open it. Lock. I'm gonna go pick up that thing. Pick up you. Stun rod. Can't carry anymore. Oh, yeah. I need to... Well, it depends on the situation, actually. Okay, it's starting. A small bottle filled with a clear liquid. The contents smell sharply of ammonia. A large hollow wooden doll that can be opened. It has an hexagonal base and it is empty inside. Okay. Okay. Nothing with that. Okay. That's where I got out. Okay. Nope. Oh. Nope. I was about to run headfirst into that. Plate of flesh. Alright, so I got the rusted key. So I'm gonna head back up. The plate of flesh in there. Grab the key. We heading back up. I remember where it leads. Okay, not this way. Up. actually. Hold on. I may have flipped turn upside down. Oh, I gotta go down the hole. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go down this. There we go. Another wooden doll. Grenade shells. This too shall pass, till death do us part. Take the rings. Hmm. They like nesting dolls? Sound of the stars. Hold on. Huh. That is upstairs, right? Or is it here? No. Oh shit. Oh, this is bad. Oop, sorry. I have an alarm. Am I locked in here? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Ooh, I should save. Because if I do die, then it won't be too bad to get back. So I have to check all those frequencies to see if they give some kind of pattern. Oh, fuck. Okay. Looks like a Mina unit. That's cute. shit. Incense. Alina's Diary 4. How long has it been that I'm down here? How did I get here? Where is this place and why am I here? My memory feels so blurry, as if I've always been here, forever. Even my hair is slowly turning white. I remember my name and I remember my life, but I also remember a different name and a different life. And it feels like the line between her and me is blurring the longer I stay here. Alina. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. When I look at it, my head hurts. Okay, so we're in the flesh room. I'm curious about the other frequencies. The cube one. It's not that one. Okay. Worth a shot. Okay, hold on. Is there one down there? That one's locked. That leaves me back here. Okay, I have to check the frequencies, but I have to remember which ones are the ones to go after. The door specifically, I mean. There was one here. Yeah, this one. Rather shot. Nothing back there. She's still asleep. I gotta remember the specific. Okay. The other ones are kind of easy to remember. Damn it. Again. Okay. Moon. D8. Infinity sign. I haven't seen that one yet. Sun I already got. Sword is the one. Oh no, sword was different. Okay, hold on. Scales. I think it's that one. Okay. Rook. 141. Yep. Tree 184. Just for that one, okay. And the last one is 221, right? That was more cube. Ah, there's that one. Alright, we're gonna try these out. Emperor's Hand. Life her took she day last the on. Wed was she day next the on. Done was nothing day longest the on. Crowned was she day first the on Empress. The rings. So, I'm guessing a total of 5 rings, possibly? Four rings. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. No. Get down. You awake yet? Nope. Okay. Oh, this is something. Ooh. Ah, I see. Okay, I know what to do. There we go. went this way. There we go. There's 2 more plates I'm missing. There we go. Plate of love. Okay. Rings. Just want to make sure. Longest day. This is the middle, I think. One more ring is missing. I have to figure out where it might be. I have this ammonia bottle. God damn it. No, this one I already checked. Are there any other locked doors? No, that's where that ring was. Hmm. Oh god, almost walked into that. Oh, to wake her up. Okay. Shit. Ugh. Ah, it's you, Elster, right? Thank you for your help. Did you find who you were looking for yet? Ah, that rifle. I don't think I want to use it again. You can have it. Sick. I'm so exhausted. I feel sick. It's hard to breathe. The air in this place feels thick, like you could bite it. It's like there's a fog inside my head. I think I need a moment to rest. Oh, I can use it for the flare gun. I'm a big idiot. Okay, so that was to wake her up. Now the real question is the fucking hand. Whether or not I put the rings in the right placement. Nope. Becomes a fucking grenade launcher. Oh shit. So, there most likely is another ring. On the next day, she was wed. On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. Right, so there must be some kind of ring symbolizing death. There's gotta be an location I haven't looked into. Ugh. Okay, let's take a look around, because this room was way too dark to see anything. Nothing. That's where it came from. I already did that room. No, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Beginning. There leads me back to the bedroom. Back down the hole. Doing this shit. Damn, it makes me realize how much I need a map. Leave this place. Let's be back here. Yep, she's gone. That makes me really think, was there ever another ring? No shit. Save this one, just in case. If I do die, I can reload. We better save. Hmm. Unless it's reversed? Okay, there's got to be another ring somewhere. I think I might have missed a door or something. Sorry, hold on. There's got to be a door that I didn't I didn't get. Man. Definitely not there. It's gotta be like in the beginning area. Okay, that's the hole. I'm just running around. Shit, that was way too close to me. Oh shit, I'm dead. Let me look around this room just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh god. Okay, definitely not. That room's already cleared out. It's gotta be a door that I missed. Something. Yeah, repair patch. Nice. Nah, I think, Hey. I have no clue. I don't want to look up a guide. I would rather not do that. Oh, wrong weapon. Already got that room. Like I said, there's got to be a door or something that I missed. Unless, on the longest day, nothing was done. Unless there's no ring on that finger specifically. Alright, hold on. Nope, wrong way. Oh, yeah, it was that one. Longest day, nothing was done. Okay. Longest day, nothing was done. On the last day, she took her life. This too shall pass. On the last day, she took her life. On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to look up a guide. I didn't want to, but this is driving me nuts because I'm using too many resources. Oh, I got it. Oh. Oh, I was going nuts. Okay, hold on. Quick to main menu. I'm gonna use the old save. Because I have. Ammo. Okay, so we got it. It's driving me nuts because I'm like, is there a door that I'm missing? Is there another ring that I need to find? But then it's like the hint of it, like nothing was done, and I'm like, is there no ring at all? So that has to go on the pinky. There, I'm gonna pick that up. And this was the third save. I'm rotating my saves. There we go. Bingo, bingo. If I can pick it up, there we go. Okay. Oh, it only took me like half an hour to figure that out. Shit. It's impossible to move on. I've been here so many times, but I have never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what made her fall sick. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer our beloved leader Falk. What awaits beyond the threshold? It doesn't matter. Beyond the gate. Emptiness. Who are you? Wow, okay. So, if I'm correct, this game has different endings, does it not? Hold on, let me look this up. There are different endings. Okay, so there are 4 endings. And okay, so ending 4. The first 3 endings are chosen for the player based on the milestones they have achieved over the course of the game. These are playtime, kills, death, damage taken, regen. Oh. Curious as to which one I got. So, it feels like this game is like a descent into hell, because of the fact of like you're being bombarded with memories that are not yours, you're living experiences that are not of your own. On top of that, you don't know why you're there in this hellish nightmare. Besides looking for someone, is it basically a divine comedy allegory? You're looking for your Beatrice. You're descending down into hell looking for somebody, and you don't know whether or not you will find them. Okay, I'm very curious as to like which ending I got. Hold on. I think I might have gotten the fake ending. Yeah. I got the fake ending. Then there's leave, promise, memory, and artifact. Okay, so what are, I won't say the requirements, but what are the actual things? The false ending. Swearing continues alone. Well, I'm very curious to like do another playthrough, but whether or not that should be an actual stream thing. You know what? So far, really enjoyed it. Really dig it. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. I think the reason why it took me a lot longer was because of the fact it took me a while to figure out, hey, you don't need to actually look for another ring. It's just 3 rings. Because that threw me in for a loop. But it This game is fun. This game genuinely like has really creepy and eerie moments. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. And I think it's also in a meta sense as well, of you restarting. Yeah, there's like an interesting meta. Yeah, I'm so curious to like find the other endings. I probably asked the Discord if anything, but like, you know, gotta play some more spooky games. Yeah, this game's fucking great. This game's really fucking cool. I really enjoy everything about it. The aesthetics, the background of like what's going on in this world, the weird subliminal messages that you're getting that like is kind of the whole reason as to like what defines these replicas and what are gestalts in the sense of like, do they necessarily exist, and if so, this hell that is shared between them, is it for both or is it just for the replica? Like it's very heady where I'm thinking, but I don't want to like, I don't know, get up too far up my own ass about like trying to make sense as to what was going on throughout the course of the story. So like I mentioned, is that like it's very interesting that it feels like basically the idea of like the descent into hell, or looking for somebody, almost like the Divine Comedy, even though the only reference I have of the Divine Comedy is the fucking Dante's Inferno shit. But yeah, I mean, just the gist of that, of like, yeah, you're descending into hell looking for someone, and along the way you start to come across other people in hell and their crimes and what they've committed, or if they are guilty. But it's the interesting layer of this being like a weird dystopian future, and the need to create replicas. Like there's a lot of elements that I really dig, because it reminded me a lot of Blade Runner, it reminded me a lot of Alien, specifically the Weyland-Yutani stuff, and Ghost in the Shell as well. Like what really defines a machine that is humanoid. Like there's a lot of elements that I really dig. And the other aesthetic that I find interesting is the German and Chinese like stuff combining together. I think that's really cool. Or like German and Asiatic countries, like that's really like interesting. That's an interesting combination to take. But yeah, like I really was digging the abstractness of the story, and like what does this all mean? And I would assume the rest of the endings kind of give a little bit more of an answer, just like a tiny bit, not to the extent of like, okay, here's the explanation as to what the fuck is going on, because I feel like this is one of these games where you kind of have to have an interpretation of what is happening. And like I said, like it feels like a descent into hell, because you get other people, other replicas that are like, we've been doing this shit like over and over again. For some reason I keep getting this thing of deja vu. So it's an unending nightmare essentially. And the sickness is like one of those aspects where it's like that was probably a real thing that happened in the living world. I would assume living world, because it's, like I said, the abstractness of everything. That replicas were getting sick and were getting like crazy in a sense. But I think with this, with you being put in the hellish world of the game, it kind of like turns it up to a 10 as to like what the sickness does and like how far the sickness goes. And that's why you fight like fucking nightmare replicas because they're all messed up, and I like that part as well, that like the sickness essentially just like melts the layer of skin on their face, so like they look gross and horrifying because they have that endoskeleton that is supposed to be humanoid, but obviously they are machines. But like I was mentioning, is that like I do like the idea of these replicas having false memories, because that's what kind of adds to the whole Blade Runner thing of people that they don't know. And the only way to kind of not have them go crazy is how the game explains it, is to give them fetish items, which I think that's really interesting, is that like that's basically their anchor for them not to go crazy. And I just think there's a lot of thought into it, and there's a lot of like Freudian-esque things going on with this game, of just like really thinking about the persona of what you inhabit. And it's like, Jesus, like there's so much like being thrown at you when you really think about it. But I'm very interested to see the other endings in order to kind of get a little bit more of a grasp as to like what else was going on, or like, do you even find the person you're looking for? Do you even find the is it Alina? Is it who you're looking for? Alina Seo? And like, what is the connection there? Is like the whole idea that Elster is actually the replica that has memories based off Alina's sister? Is that like the whole thing that's going on with that? Or it's like there's a lot of interesting things going on within this world of Signalis, and I'm really interested to look into it. So I guess it's a little bit of a prelude to the review of this. The story, yeah, I mean, me going off about all the weird shit, all the psychological things that you have to think about within this game, I think it's really cool. All the, I guess, somewhat biblical aspects of it is also the interesting part, you know, and it really complements like the dystopian future of a war that's apparently going on in the background, that it's essentially like some kind of empire shit that's happening. But as for the story, yeah, it throws you in for a loop, because of like, you don't know what you're doing on this planet. It's cold, and then once you start going like below, it starts to become really hellish. And that's what I find interesting. Like I said, it reminds me of a little bit of the whole like Divine Comedy shit, the Dante's Inferno. And it's like, yeah, it's machinery that you're thrown into, and then you go down lower, and then you reach the mines, and then eventually you reach just some weird fucking part of the facility where it's like kind of like a morgue, but not a morgue. Like there's weird stuff that's also kind of reminiscent of Silent Hill as well, of just like industrial shit's going off. There's monsters going around. There's like rusted cages and barbed wire, and like just not a fun time has been happening here. But what adds to that are the other replicas, and even Issa that you meet, that you interact with them, and they're like, yeah, this shit is fucked. Yeah, I do like that. And I also like the meta aspect of like, try again, maybe you might get something different. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the meta of the game's story, is that like you're doing it over again. Granted, you could probably like beeline this because of the fact that like you could solve the puzzles no problem, as you know, as it goes for most survival horror games. But yeah, it's just like there's a lot of interesting aspects to this game. So yeah, the story I think is really interesting. I'm really curious as to like the other endings. Let's see, characters. Well, your main character Elster, you don't really know anything about. I think obviously you're interacting with other replicas, and Issa, who's like the only person there, or the only other Gestalt. I would assume she's a Gestalt, but yeah, like interacting with the other people and interacting with like the other replicas was like the interesting part of the game. Of like, yeah, they kind of understand their situation, how fucked it is. And the other interesting part is how humans a lot of them are. You know, you had two replicas, one of them is basically bleeding out and the other one is crying, and it's just like, oh, like they're not pure machines. Like, and that's the interesting part when you read some of the notes, is that like they try to modify them in order to act more proficient, but the problem is that they get, I wouldn't say bombarded, but like they get flashes of a previous life that isn't necessarily theirs. It's based on the person that they're created from, and it's just like they still hone in the humanity, the human aspect of their past person, their gestalt. And I think that is really interesting because you have like the Minas, who are like, oh, they're very calm and cool and they have like this demeanor and everything, but their weakness is that like they care too much, they're very motherly. Or you have like the other replicas I can think of, but that adds to the whole thing of the fetish items of like, yeah, there's still that human part of them that will make them go crazy. So it's better to have them kind of like, I don't know, have something, some object or some kind of materialistic thing, whether it be like a cassette or a gun or a notebook or a fountain pen or something, and allow them to have that and kind of like keep their cool. And yeah, just interacting with the other replicas was the interesting part, trying to figure out like, yeah, some of them tried leaving, some of them tried getting out, others thought it's pretty much hopeless to do anything, which is like, damn, like you get like different ideas of these replicas. The other thing is Adler. Adler was the interesting part of the story as well, because he's the only male version of a replica throughout the facility, and he's the administrator. And then you read some of the notes, and it's like, I forget the specific replica, the specific model. It's not the Falk. It's the one that's able to have the bioresonance. That specific one in the facility was like, there's something weird about Adler, and he's not explaining something, like he's hiding something, so I'm very suspicious of him. And that's the crazy part, is that like these replicas are like mistrusting in each other, like they don't like really coincide with one another. There's always that, like I said, that bit of humanity that kind of brings that paranoia, which is like really interesting, of like, oh, there's something a lot more happening. But yeah, it was interesting to see that Adler, you know, the other replicant that you kind of meet, where you think he's gonna help you, but in reality he's having these deja vu moments, and he's like, no, nobody's getting out, like we're all stuck here. It's essentially like crabs in a bucket, like they just keep like grabbing each other in order to escape, and like there's no getting out. And you and on top of that, you see the elevators. Once you descend lower to like level 5, 6, 7, and 8, you're like, oh, the elevators are jammed. Why the elevators are jammed? Because there's a fucking pile of dead replicas just right there. So it's safe to assume that most likely Adler's just been pushing people down that. Or it's that meta aspect of like your multiple retries of like trying to figure this shit out. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of like really neat, interesting stuff that you can really think about. I tend to love that in narratives, of like having interpretations of like what is going on with the story itself. And I think that is why I really dig this game, of just like, there's some cool shit in here. Yeah, and then Issa being like kind of an enigma, because you're just like, who is this person? Why is she like the only like humanoid here? What's her deal? And like, she's also looking for somebody, I believe. And like, there was that whole thing with Adler where Adler was trying to kill her, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, there's I would assume some of the endings have like a little bit more of an explanation as to like the weird shit that's been happening. Um, yeah, a lot of the notes were really cool. Let's see, story, characters, setting. Yeah, I guess the setting is also interesting. Like I said, it is that descent into hell, that you're just going down. You're just going downwards, and you don't know where you're gonna end up. Obviously, you know, like the top floor was different compared to like the bottom, the fucking Silent Hill room that you're in. Yeah, like the changes of levels was like the interesting part. Obviously, you have like the living quarters, where that is like, okay, how do these connect? And it's like, oh, okay, here's a library, here's like a meeting room, here's the dorms, and like the notes that you find in each area, and them kind of explaining that, yeah, like here are the star units, here are the Elsers, and like they're all separated in like little spots, but those notes add more to the world itself, because you know, you get the background of the war that's happening, the reason why gestalts and replicas are necessary, that essentially you work till you die, and it's like this dystopian future of like, oh, there's more to this, like there's more to this fucking crazy ass situation. And yeah, it's just like there's so many interesting aspects of the levels and what they add to like the world itself. Yeah, it's so weird, but it's really cool. And yeah, I did enjoy like going down each level and trying to figure out like, okay, how do I get here? How do I open this door? Okay, here's a shortcut. Great, I activated the elevators, now I can go up down the elevators, but there's the added threat of enemies coming back to life, which I guess I'll get into gameplay. Music obviously adds to the ambiance. It adds to the game itself, of just having it being really creepy, but specifically when like enemies are aware that you're there. So like the music kicks in to like kind of like get you like, okay, what do I do? Do I run away? Do I fight them? And you know, the music does add to that, but for the most part it's pretty quiet. But yeah, it's just like the cutscenes that you get as well, I guess kind of to add to the story a little bit, like the cutscenes that you get are like what the fuck is happening? Like what is going on? Yeah, it's just cool stuff like that. I'm trying to think what else. Story, music, setting. Yeah, I guess gameplay. The gameplay obviously is survival horror, and it's really big on the survival aspect because of the fact that there were moments where I'm like, I don't got any more ammo. I have to run away. I hope I have enough health items in order to get out of this situation. And yeah, like I do like that. I do like the fact that the game does not necessarily hold your hand. It's like, no, you don't have to fight all the time, but keep in mind you are probably gonna die because you don't have you're not stocked up. So it's like, oh shit, okay. I do like the fact that there is that constant threat that the enemies will come back to life, and there are certain ways to get rid of them, but they're very finite, obviously, like the thermite and the flare rounds. I think even the grenade rounds, possibly. But I do like that like the enemies can be reoccurring, and it's just like, okay, do you want to use your resources to get rid of the enemies within this room, or save it because you don't know what's going to come down the line? Gunplay was also like pretty good, you know. It has like an auto aim kind of thing going on, so you're not really you know, you're not gonna miss as often. There were moments where I was just like, fuck, I shooting, but like I think I missed, but that's because I'm an idiot. Yeah, puzzles were like the interesting aspect as well, because obviously survival horror games have to have puzzles. for the most part, and trying to figure out the puzzles were like the satisfaction of figuring out the puzzle, and I felt that way the entire time. But that ring puzzle was the thing that was fucking me up, because I was just like, am I paranoid? Is there another ring around? And I got to that point where I was just like, I don't want to look at a guide, because I'm like, I feel like I'm close. And then like I said, I felt like I got lucky, because it's just like, okay, this is the order that it has to go in, and it's like, great, fantastic, got it solved. Didn't have to use a guide for any of this. I will probably have to use a guide to like get the different endings, but you know, like I said, I will have to figure out if I'm doing that on my own time, or if I want to do that on stream. But yeah, Signalis, fucking great, man. Like a really, really good game. Really fun survival horror game. You know, just everything. The atmosphere, the weird cutscenes that are really abstract. The visuals in this game as well. That's another thing I really appreciate, is like the pixel art, but also kind of like voxel-y. And I think that's really fucking fantastic. I really do like that. From a game of just like having a specific art style, and then changing back and forth between like a 2D art style, and then also like, you know, these weird 3D moments. It's like, it's really cool. It adds to the to the world of like, there's weird shit happening. Yeah, I really like this game. But yeah, that's the first game for Spooky-tober. I'll be back later with possibly something else spooky related. But till then, bye bye.